Hey, yo. I know y'all here. I see the few people. Crypto Kel, I see you. I see yours. I see your. I see yours. Crypto.
What you think about that piece, bruh?
Oh, the piece? Little McDonald's? Little McDonald's? Wait, I'm over here talking about McDonald's. Hold on, bro. I'm just starting the stream. Oh, you probably. Oh, hold on.
Yo, yo.
You couldn't hear me, could you?
No, I could not.
Oh yeah, I just started my stream. I was looking at the pieces and whatnot, and that my stream can't even see the screen. There you go, stream. Enjoy. I can see the screen now. Ooh, we in here. Where you at, bro? Oh, you right there.
What's going on, stream?
Hey, stream. Say what's up, stream. Live in a. But yeah, bro. This is Donald Duck goes to the dark web. But why
There's
Monero
some
though?
other.
And why is like so? Isn't that Donald Duck in the background in all black too? Or is that Daffy Duck? There's a difference, right? I done
Yes.
forgot. Daffy Duck, the black one, getting this play. Donald Duck, he the rich one, clearly.
This was created by my guy, Johnny Dollar.
Okay. What we got Conan bit here. Well, what's going on stream now? We just in here. We gonna have a little meet up in here in this VR chat room real quick. Um, just waiting for everything to get set up. But while we getting everything set up, we finna look at this art. So if you're here, rocking with me, go ahead and fuck with the art. Dark Web Donald. Um, Happy Day. Um, this is kind of creepy. It looks like everybody's getting hanged.
Why you say that?
Cause look, it's a happy day, but everyone's hung. Like they're not like hanging from their hands; they're hanging from their necks. So yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not the artist behind it,
Mm-hmm.
but it has a meaning, I'm sure.
Because it has something to do with the teddy bear's stomach and money and gay people. Maybe I don't know. We're just gonna go with it. What we got here over here? Genesis. The Genesis. Oh, this speaks volumes here now, guys. Especially what we got going on. How you doing, Chris? What's going on with you guys? Thank you for joining. Where'd you get the badass shirt? Oh, shut up, Chris. Shut up. You know where I got the badass shirt. DogeLord.com. That's where I got my badass shirt. DogeLord.com. You're welcome. We are Satoshi. Disobey. So what we got over
I don't
here?
know if you know Josie. She
Josie.
made all these pieces.
Who's
Yeah.
Josie? Oh no, no.
Crypto artists.
Josie.io. I wonder how much she has to.
Definitely look her up.
I wonder how much it costs.
You should try to get her on your stream.
Hmm.
Talk to her, man. She's definitely a person to talk to in the space. She's making a lot of moves with NFTs.
Oh, big facts. I'm not at that at all. Come on, hey, remember stream? Check out Josie.io. Oh, she got a couple more things in here. You already know how this will end. Speak on it. What is over here? Arrest the bankers. I like how we all in this little VR room. Bitcoin Citadel. Oh, okay. Everybody's trying to get their Citadel. Another block. Reward. Is that what's that other thing? Is that a yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was. Good to see you
Good
too,
eye.
man. Good to see you too, Chris. You know me, I gotta start live streaming. You know how I do. Open invitation. Front line. Here's the dare.
That's a good one.
Why is ET in the trash? Oh, that's not ET in the trash.
What are you talking about?
No,
It's
because
the Cookie
I said
Monster.
ET. It's Yoda. When I'm like, why is ET in the trash? I'm like, it's the Cookie Monster and Yoda. Because I'm looking at Yoda thinking ET, and then I see the Cookie Monster in the trash, and I'm like, why is the Cookie Monster in the trash? Even though, you know what I meant. I meant why ET's in the trash. I'm getting all messed up. Where you at? Bank of Babel. Yeah. Let's see where else we're gonna go. We having a thing in here? Thing's supposed
No.
to be in here, or is it supposed to be in the other room?
What this room is? This is a game night
Oh yeah, this is
or
the
the
game
game
night.
room. This is where I do like game night. Yeah, I did that yesterday. We played the Vigo.
We
That's
go.
a PC versus VR game. So I had people in VR and some people playing from the PC, going up against each other. And you can watch them on the live stream while I was in here talking to people.
Okay, big facts. Who's that way over there? In the next room. Oh snap! Doop 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 doop. You got the world right here, guys.
You can
Ooh.
see where all the people in the room are.
Oh, okay, that's pretty dope. Oh, I chose not to share that. I was like, yeah, I'm not sharing that. Y'all don't need to know where I'm at, even though y'all know where I'm at. But y'all don't need to know where I'm at. Me in Africa. Me in Africa.
And then this is where we normally do our event.
Over here. I'm already in here. Lose me? I'm over
Oh,
here. Got lost? Alright, yeah.
so this is where we normally do our event. These are some of the upcoming events this week. Crypto Monday. If you guys can join in AltSpace tomorrow, gonna have a conversation with the co-founder of Uplands. Have you heard of Uplands?
I think I've heard
No,
of
not tomorrow.
Upland.
Monday.
Yeah,
This
Monday.
Saturday.
Think I've heard of Upland, but I'm not sure. Go ahead, tell me about it.
It's a AR based game, kind of like Pokemon Go, but for land.
Okay.
So people are kind of like Decentraland, but on your in an app on your phone for land around the world, kind of
Okay.
like Pokemon Go. But instead of collecting Pokemon, you're collecting land.
Do you actually? But the whole thing about Pokemon Go is that it's yeah, my guy got floating arms for sure. Um, yeah. What are you? How are you doing that? How are you doing that?
I'm in virtual reality using a VR headset, so I have
Oh,
controllers.
oh, I was gonna say like I can't do that. Why? But so is it the whole concept like? Because I know Pokemon Go is just like AR for fun and nostalgia. But how would like the AR land work? Like if you can't actually physically own the land.
So, to my knowledge, people are utilizing it in the terms of kind of like a video game and gamifying what you can do on those properties in this AR platform. I guess you could see it as kind of like a AR city, and it's just going to
Okay.
keep growing. At first, it started in like San Francisco, and it's been expanding outward to other cities. I'm sure that it's going to be interoperable and plug into other people's platforms. I could see where there's going to be like maybe ads and stuff like that in this app,
Okay.
that some people will utilize to be able to, I guess, grow revenue, stuff like that. You know, utilizing the game for many different aspects. I'm not one of them, so I haven't used
I'm
uploads
about to
as much,
say.
but I'm definitely down to listen to the CEO and see what their vision with this game is, because it's interesting to see AR and blockchain built into a game today.
Okay,
You know, there's
facts.
not that many that are out there. So yeah, a lot of people are trying to get on VR more than they are in AR. So I'm really curious to see what's their path with augmented reality, kind of like, you know, Pokemon Go.
All right, big facts. Hey, what somebody in my chat said, Millie Rock.
Melee Rock?
Yeah, you know how to Millie Rock?
No. How do you melee rock? Do I have to Google this now?
Yeah, you. I don't know if you're gonna have to Google it. Hey, but hey, I'll Millie rock for you guys because he can't.
There you go. He took it for me. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's a brother right there.
Oh snap! All right, so let's go. What do we got over here? We got the VR
So
events.
here's my weekly events. Regular Crypto Mondays. We do a podcast on Tuesday where we talk about all sorts of tech in the future,
Okay.
um, and what's going on currently, as well as story game Wednesdays. I play whatever story game is out there that's got my attention right now is Iron Man. Um, and then Drunk Crypto, Annalise and Tim get on stream and have a blast, just having fun and talking about what's going on in crypto for the week. VR
Okay.
game night, play a video game. I try to make that one more where we're playing a game together so people can be able to join in.
Okay.
And then Saturday is what we're doing right now with the crypto chat. Next
Okay.
Saturday's crypto chat, I'm going to be working with the blockchain in the Berg and getting Scott Sibley in here
Oh,
talking
I saw
about
his thing.
his,
His charmery.
yeah, blockchain game for kids. I think that's pretty dope.
Look at him. Look at him walking around doing events and shit. Wait. Oh, I can't curse on the screen. Sorry, scream. I can't curse. YouTube don't like that. But it's my scream
And
though.
then over here, we got Qdom coming up on the following Crypto Monday.
Okay. They're still around doing something. It's been a while since I heard anything
We'll
from
find
Kingdom.
out. We will find out.
Qtum. Dun 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 dun.
And for those that want to donate, see more events, do more things, here's our QR code.
Y'all see it,
We
chat. Y'all
accept
see it.
BTC donations. Come check out our Telegram group, YouTube channel.
In it. We're in it,
Your
chat.
boy's walking into the.
All right. So now, where'd you go? Oh, you walked away that way. Oh my God, he's
Yeah,
in the
man.
ground. He's in the ground. Is he alive? Are you alive?
That I am alive. How
Oh,
I
okay.
got here, who knows?
Oh, no
Well,
problem.
tell us some blockchain gaming news that we should know about, Brian.
I'd have to pull up my articles. I don't have them ready. Pretty much everything's still from Tuesday. What did we have?
That's cool.
I
Tell
know,
us
This
about it.
guy,
yeah, yeah. Well,
he
I know Jerome knows more about them than I do, but I know there was two blockchain games, Blockchain Cuties, I believe, and Axie Infinity making some side chains. Uh, don't remember. I think Toron was one of them. I'd have to double check on that. And I know one was going to use a pre-existing one, and the other game was making their own. I think Axie Infinity making their own.
Okay.
Jerome, do you remember some of those details on that?
not off the top of my head, but tell him about your favorite blockchain game.
My favorite? I don't know, man. I play most of them. I don't think I have a favorite. You know, they just kind of come and go so quick. I don't know. Dissolution would probably have to be if I had to pick one of them, just because of the amount of content that it has.
Okay. So
You know.
Quick question. So, right now, when I'm looking at blockchain games, they have like this really old 1990s feel of like really just being like card games, simple ideas of like what like gaming is. So, have you seen anything that's really like groundbreaking in the sense of you wouldn't even know this was a blockchain game? It'd be almost comparable to a today's game.
Yeah, that'd probably be something like Dissolution. That's more of like a first-person shooter, something on the lines of like Call of Duty. It's got like a
Okay.
zombies mode. It's got, mostly like skins. So I don't know if you've played like Steam or CS:GO.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you know like
yeah.
op skins and wax, you get the keys or you get the crates in the game, and then you have to like get the keys. With Dissolution, it's not similar on the aspect of getting crates and keys, but they have camos, skins, that sort of thing, in the form of collectibles that you earn cash, in-game money by playing rounds, getting further, killing more enemies that you can then spend on these skins that are, tokenized assets, blockchain tokens, if you will, that you can sell or collect or trade, do with what you will.
I love how you said the word trade. Cause when it comes to like crypto space, there's definitely like a line of, yeah, guys, like that trading stuff is cute, but there's real stuff here. Like there's real stuff here. And so when you said trade, I'm like, oh, he's one of the there's real stuff here people. And so I appreciate your perspective on that.
I mean, I've been, in it for, I don't know, a couple, 2, 3, a little over 3 years now. So,
Ooh, wow.
yeah, not as long as some people that I know of in this space, but longer than others that I know of. So,
So
I've definitely seen some, my share of shit projects and coins come out, and then, ones that actually try and do something that actually have a legit purpose.
I completely understand. I trust me. I've
Gotta
been,
give them props.
what is it? Like I always tell my story, December 17th. That's when I got in. Still here. Still rocking with you guys. So the respect. Plus, we're still early, apparently. That's what I hear every day.
I do believe it's still early.
No, of course, because I mean, we got video games that are like card games that are now starting to become more like current day first person shooters. So yeah, we're pretty early. Oh yeah, Reckless. I appreciate you coming on. Yeah, bro, we different. So my guy here, he has a VR headset on and he can melee rock and stuff. He can actually move his hands.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, see, like how you doing your thumbs like that? The thumbs. He's literally like you can see all that. Like he got fingers, and I'm over here looking dumb. I'm over here 2 dimensional and whatnot, and he over here playing with his fingers. And we're on this little VR world, and there's like VR art. Like look at Toshi, Bitcoin Sun, and he's still Miller rocking. Look at him
That's
Millie
made by
rock.
Brecky Bomb Bitcoin.
Brecky Bomb. Oh, Brecky Von Bitcoin. There
Yeah,
you go.
Brecky Von Bitcoin.
Bro, these little Bitcoin artists, bro, in like 10 years, these dudes gonna be rich. Yeah, I got Bitcoin art from the beginning. They
This
didn't even
one
know.
by Johnny Dollar had actual cryptocurrency in the QR codes.
Oh, people are actually sending it to him. Are these different? Are these different
You're able to
wallets
take. You're able to take. Yeah, you're able to take Bitcoin off of it.
off of it, or send to him?
If I'm not mistaken, it was to take it off.
Oh, it was
It
to
had
take it.
Bitcoin in the wallet, in
And
the QR code.
oh, and then, but how was he able to take it off? Is this the private key?
You just scan it. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's just a private key, and you're able to just take some Bitcoin just by scanning the art. It was just the like concept. If I'm not mistaken, they did like a small amount. I'd have to talk to them about it again.
No. But
But I'm pretty
get a
certain
couple
it was a way
satoshis.
for you to take exactly.
Get a couple satoshis, $5
It was a
each.
while ago, so all of the QR codes have been scanned now. But
Well, of course.
to my knowledge, there was crypto on there before. Exactly.
And people can scan that forever and go find it and be marked in history forever.
Yep.
What's on this? Okay, we got 21 million. Oh, we in there. You see, bro. This is
Yeah.
how I'm gonna
Especially
learn how
got
to
some
PC
dope art.
game. I had to learn how to walk around and do all this stuff. This is how I'm gonna learn how to PC game. Gonna be in there with you shooting.
You got it.
All right. So what's
Get
next,
up on
my
a
guy?
live stream.
We up to next?
Normally we have a lot more people in here. I'm surprised that on a Saturday it's kind of just the three of us today.
It's all good. Shoot.
But it happens. The community comes and goes.
Yeah, it seems
Nor
to be these events for you. I don't know.
No, that's
Gotta,
cool. Bro,
yeah.
what you talking about? Three of us is gonna make this everything
appreciate
that
you
we needed.
stopping by, though.
Oh yeah, bro. What you mean? Look,
Absolutely
we
having
gonna
the
get
right
you the
conversation.
Look, we gonna get you the Millie Rock, bruh. Moment we get this Millie Rock, we gonna be in here. I'm mad you can like really move your fingers and everything. Like, do
There's
you have?
some that have like full finger tracking. So like right now I'm moving my fingers, but you can't see it. Just looks like my hands are moving. I
Yeah.
can like move my thumbs up and down on here, and if I close the button, then you could see my hands move around. But there are some gloves that actually can track each finger, so you can move your hands around. If you're using like VR chat, you could use full body tracking and be able to move your legs and everything in VR as well. Altspace isn't all that intricate. And if you come back to Altspace next week, we're gonna have new characters.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, they just announced there's a new update and rolling out right now.
This is pretty dope. I ain't even mad at that.
Yeah, man. So I just do events in here, talk to a bunch of people about cryptocurrency, get different companies to come talk about what they're doing, get streamers to come talk about what they're doing, and I just want everybody to be able to see where all the real projects are at, and shed light on the people that are making moves in the space.
Okay, facts. Is my head turning around while I do this?
Absolutely.
Oh my god, that's so dope. That is so dope. I don't
Yeah.
understand what you're saying. I don't understand what
You're
Bro, this is like it's actually pretty fun. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro.
Imagine when you have the VR headset on.
Oh, I'd be looking stupid, just looking dumb, just out here have the full camera recording me looking sick, looking like just trying to understand what's going on. But so you said you're still playing on Dissolution, right? Is there a way you can like drop a link in the chat somehow?
For Disillusion?
Yeah.
Brian, you still there? Looks like you went AFK. I can get the Disillusion
Yeah, I'm
link
here.
for
What's
you.
up?
No, I was
What's the
saying
link for Disillusion?
For what
Isn't it
about exclusion now?
what's the link for Disillusion? Isn't it disillusion.io?
Yeah, I believe so. It's right on Steam if you just look up Dissolution, like on the Steam platform. It'll take you
Yeah,
right
you
to
can
the
just
direct download.
install it.
this.
There's more and more blockchain games out there. I know you're excited for Light Night.
Oh hell yeah, bro.
I got that pre registered as well.
Yeah, we gonna be in there.
So when we're playing that, we could be able to live stream that and have it up on the screen in here, and people can watch us play.
Oh snap! Don't go away, don't go away. Sorry, I'm trying to like do. There we go. Bam.
Do what you
Drop
gotta
that in
do.
there. Now I was putting it in my chat for people who ever want to try this. If they were rewatching this, they can at least see the dissolution. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of other blockchain games out there to be excited about as well. But I think there's just too much cluster of like those card games that you're talking about.
Yeah, bro.
And I think that's
There's
just
so
like that
many.
first wave.
Yeah, like it's kind
Mm-hmm.
of like Crypto Kitties. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like that's more of a collectibles. That's more like NFTs. But the card games, there's so many of those card games. I'm like, this is great. This was a great first wave. I'm gonna wait for the next wave. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for the next
Yep.
push. Cause you know it's not
Light Night, Disillusion,
because like
Axie.
Light Night's not on the blockchain. That's the thing about Light Night. It's not on chain, but they're using the Lightning network as like so the whole game is centralized for sure. They have their own servers. They can get
Yeah.
shut down. Blah blah blah. If the U.S. decides, hey, this you can't be put wagering Bitcoin while you're doing these like whatever blah blah blah. They can get shut down. That's pretty much that's it. But it's an easy way to use Bitcoin. And I mean, granted, it sometimes I'm feeling like, oh, it's a little bit of gambling, but it's really not. If you think about it, it's not that bad. Because kids are here playing with Fortnite bucks and whatnot, and the only difference with Fortnite bucks is that you can't take the money out of the game and use it for real world things. But and not only that, but just with Fortnite in general, you don't. How do I put it? you can only use those Fortnite bucks for skins and like other things, but nothing like actually pay things with. So when I see Light Night, thinking, oh, you can buy skins in the game, but you can also take your winnings and hodl it for the future. So yeah, I completely mess with it, bro. I completely understand, completely fuck with it. I can't curse on
Yep, it's just the
stream.
future of this way of being able to transfer value within uh, the digital age, whether it's in a game, whether it's in a financial aspect, whether it's in data transfer. There's so many different ways to transfer value now, thanks to blockchain technology. And I think it's exciting to see what the game oh, disappeared. Oh, we got someone else in here. What's going on, sister man?
Hi, what's this place?
Welcome to Blockchain Universe. This is the crypto chat. Whoa, got a few people on top of each other. What's going on, you guys? Welcome, welcome. Let me ask all you
Bro,
people
these
that
boys
just
came with the
joined.
whole squad, like the entire
Came
squad.
through. Let me ask, have you heard about Bitcoin?
I know, I've heard of it. I don't really know too much about it. I know it's just an alternative currency, I think.
Okay, some people would call it internet money.
We're a cult and we're here to take you.
I know. Oh, that's cool. I'm down. That's cool.
Well, if
We're
you're
gonna
down to
probe
learn
you.
about
I'm down.
how this new technology is making trends, changing the world, uh, there's a technology called the blockchain, which Bitcoin
Yo,
is
chat, they
running
can't
on.
hear me right
I like
now.
to relate the
This is gonna
Bitcoin a lot to
this.
the internet.
Thank
If
God
you
some
think
people came
of
in
the
here, cause
blockchain as that
boy,
infrastructure
that made it fun.
that Bitcoin is running on, and the
But we gonna see
internet
how
is the
he go with
infrastructure
this.
that like services like Google and YouTube and all these other websites that you might go to. With
Yeah.
this technology, you could be able to integrate it into many different platforms and make them decentralized. So
Wow,
I
that's
like to
amazing.
see it and explain it a lot with video games.
Anyway, I'm here doing dumb things in the corner.
You're ridiculous. I like to use relate it a lot to video games.
Did,
Have you heard
did
of
you
Fortnite?
guys? Did you guys hear his
Yes, my
wow?
friend plays that, and he uses
Amazing.
a website
Don't give
called
him.
Twitch to I guess
Live
try to
stream.
promote it and stuff. Yes, live stream. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big trend. We're actually live streaming right now.
Yeah.
It's just the way that people are able to share what they're doing, and other people that are interested join the stream, join the chat, and keep that conversation going. And it's a great community. What some people are doing with this new technology called blockchain is making games kind of like Fortnite, but it's different because Fortnite is a centralized game. Epic owns Fortnite. So if Epic decides to shut down Fortnite, all the money that people spend on those V-Bucks, those skins, the parachutes, all the stuff that you have in Fortnite, that'll all shut down with Epic if they shut down the game. Whereas if you have the game decentralized and open source to where people can be able to recreate the game, create their own instance, then the game can live on. The assets within the game can live on. If I buy something in that game, it's my asset. I can take it off of the game and move it with me to another game or into a different wallet, and all of these different ways that you can have value between the digital goods that you have from these games. Look how many people are streaming and got a big following. How many of those people in the crowd buy, souvenirs or merchandise from those streamers that are digital assets. So with this
Yeah.
technology, people are creating an entire infrastructure online, and it's amazing to see what's growing from it.
Yeah, that is true, and see where it goes from there. Yeah, that's a really deep talk. That's definitely interesting. It's a different world and stuff. So, and people are making so much money off just their gaming and promoting it and stuff because I don't game too much. I'm just on here. This is a friend's headset, but see, just what we're doing right now is cool. But what was I going to say? Just they're making so much money off of because I actually sometimes I'll go on Twitch and just hang out and watch people. My favorite one is Red Dead. That is so, it's just so fun to sit back and watch people play it. I don't know why. It's just, it's more fun
Yeah,
besides just
yeah.
even playing it. That's pretty
Would
cool.
you watch a stream in a virtual world with other people where you could be able to talk to them while the streamer's playing?
Yeah, I'd do that. That'd be fun.
While he's doing that stream, I'm gonna go over here. I want to see where them other people went. I'm trying to figure. Oh, there goes a. Oh, Eddie gone. He said he ain't trying to play. He don't want to play. This is pretty dope though. But yeah, this stream's gonna end at like at 1 o'clock. So just to let you guys know, we're gonna end at 1 o'clock.
And you'll
Like,
see some of the events of the host.
Pretty cool. That's amazing.
hey, Jerome.
I mean, these headsets are going to be pretty huge, right? I mean, this is here to stay, of course. Like, they're still going to be developing it as time goes on, I'm assuming, because everybody that I know has a headset and they're doing this more than really anything else, like being on their systems like PlayStation 4 and whatnot.
Hey, Jerome. How do people find the space we're in here right now?
If they go to the menu, hit that Alt Space button.
Yeah, hit the Alt Space button, guys.
Go to events and then all events, and in the events group, you'll see our event.
All events.
Yeah, that's how I found you.
For me, I see it right at the top.
And then you're gonna see it right here.
Yeah.
You see right here it says live ends in 18 minutes. You want to hit enter right here, and that's how you get in.
Yeah,
Hopefully
that's how
you
I
got in.
seen it. I just looked at the main menu.
Yeah, it's like right there at the top.
Pretty cool.
And then you're gonna pop up like right here. And then we're gonna sniping vipers you. Sniping vipers. See, just like how we did that person right there. Sniping vipers.
What up, Track?
Yo.
Oh, that is you, Trek. I had a feeling that was gonna be you.
Yeah, man, I'm late. I'm the worst.
You're all right,
It's
Trek.
all
What's
good.
good,
Thanks
Trek?
for coming through.
Dylan, bro. Dylan.
Why you
Like,
sniping vipers?
I'm supposed to be on here sooner, but
Sniping vipers.
okay, who is this?
You know, no one knows what striping vipers is.
Hold on. What's up with this? No.
Hey, you
No
sound
idea
fun.
what that is, bro. What is that?
Oh my god! Oh wow! I'm just saying this for nothing. No one. Sniping.
You muted yourself, bro, because we don't hear you anymore.
Oh, I did. I completely muted myself. I feel like an idiot. Anyways, let me turn back around. Okay, there we are. Striking Vipers is hold on.
It's hold on.
Yeah,
I'm
but what I was
so
saying
done.
was Striking Vipers is Black Mirror on Netflix. It's the first episode of the most recent season. And in that episode, which stars what's his name from Captain America, the black dude?
Oh, yeah. Wait, is that the one about like the VR thing? And
Yes,
him and the
that's
wife
why I'm.
have the...
Yes, that
Yo.
was Striking Vipers. That's why I keep. You see, so when you were walking in, I'm like, oh, it was good, bro. Striking Viper.
I just got my Netflix turned back on, so I'm gonna have to check that out.
No, check out. So
Bro,
I don't want to
like-
ruin it. You can't ruin it. You can't. You can't
Okay,
even
you're
talk
right,
about
you're
it.
right.
You can't even talk about it. So just type in Black Mirror. Go to the most recent season, and Anthony Mackie.
Black Mirror. I know that. I know which one you're talking about. I know exactly which episode you're talking about.
You know what the series
With the
is,
little
but the
thing on the side
episode.
Of
Yes,
course.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I've seen that episode. The little thing on the side of their head, and those two guys was doing some ridiculousness.
Yeah, Striking Vipers.
Yo, okay. It
I would
changed.
have never known it
Yo.
by that term, but okay.
Because that's
Right.
that's the name of the
But-
video game.
Okay, so that show, right? that particular episode. Did you watch the series what is it? Altered Carbon or Carbon Altered? It was another series. It was a sci-fi series on Netflix.
Yeah, it's got Anthony Mackie too, but I didn't watch it.
No, I
Bro,
didn't watch it.
that joint. So striking Viper times 100 for how it changes your whole concept of what it means to quote like connect with somebody, be in love with somebody who you have your affection for. You
What's
got to
that
go
bit
through
paint?
It was good.
X
It
amount
was
of the
good.
episodes to see the bigger picture of how it questions a lot of societal norms. And it questions a lot of societal norms.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Hey, where
And
did
I'm talking
George
about
Washington go?
season 1.
George
Sorry, my boy looked like George
Washington.
Washington.
I'm gonna just stick to being a robot.
That's my guy, Bit Paint. He comes to a lot of VR events. You should
Okay.
definitely check out what he's doing. He got a lot of crypto art too.
Hey, what's good, Bit
What up,
Paint?
buddy?
Why are you a zombie?
What's up?
Why is everyone moving their arms? I can't move my arms. Are you able to move your?
Because
Oh.
you're on desktop. I
Ah.
just bought a headset to move my arms. It's brand new. I got it yesterday.
Oh, that's pretty dope, bro. Yes.
Yeah, Altspace is running good. It's really nice.
Gotta get on the VR trend, bro. Get a headset. Welcome, David.
But it's
The
it's
headset
okay
makes
to
a
run it
hell
on
of a
desktop
difference.
to
Yeah, I'm running on
discover.
Just
But at
get
some
used
point,
to it.
yeah, but at some point you want to have arms.
What? I want to have arms. Everybody got arms but
You
me.
wouldn't have usable. No, you don't have arms. You have hands. You have
But
floating
you can
hands. There's a difference.
find a headset for a few. Yeah, it's $400-500. So.
Oh, good
But,
gosh.
Yo,
Intuitive.
I was in
Very
one of the
cheapest one, I think. But
after I left y'all
no,
yesterday, I went to one of the rooms.
that's
Well,
really
after I
cool.
left here, I was in one of the theater rooms and just started talking with some folks there, like random conversation. I didn't realize that the Oculus headsets have been pumped up in price. Like I was talking to like some people who were like, "Yeah, I've been in this for like 3-4 years, and oh, the price is that high now."
Yeah, bro.
So
they gouge pricing
if
on anything, because you have to think about it. Everybody's live streaming right now. Everyone's trying to make some money on the internet because a lot of people are unemployed right
We're
now.
stuck at home.
You know?
no. So I get the whole thing, like especially when it came to the webcams.
Yeah.
Yo, it was
Oh
a
my
bitch
god.
to try to get webcams. What was that? Between like April and May.
Oh.
It was horrible to try to get something. Timeline wise, price wise, it was just ridiculous. But I wasn't expecting it within this whole VR part of like the VR gear. Like when I saw the price, I was like, oh, okay, that's how much it costs. All right, that's cool. Well, it wasn't cool, but it was like, all right, I could see that being a doable price. And then they were like talking about some other headsets that were like $1,000+ dollars. I was like, no, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's the index.
Like
That's like the top of the line for crypto right now, or for VR right now.
Like I'm not that dedicated. Like
What?
granted, I did the jump in as far as getting the Quest, but I'm not like, let me go drop a whole stack on this.
Bro,
Like
nah.
we
How much
not
is the
there
Quest?
yet, bro.
The Quest is like what? How much?
So
$400.
That's like
right,
that's a whole
but that depends
console.
on where you go. Wait though, that's depending on where you go, and then that's 64 because the one, god damn it, the upgrade one as far as the memory on it, that's like another 150, depending on where you're looking at. So that's what kind of got me, yeah. And I was like, well, you know,
I love that you can plug it into your computer and be able to play PC games.
yeah, that I didn't get to that level yet. I'm still dealing with this stuff.
Get on my level. It's so much fun.
Universe.
What's up, buddy?
What's your real name? I don't. I never remember. I remember Annalise, but not you.
Rome.
Okay. Do you mind uh, uh, updating the VR chat version of this world? Because I want to put your portal to your world inside mine that I will finish maybe this week. But it's all broken. You have all the portals broken
Are you
inside.
alive? Are
The
you dead?
connection. So
Yeah, I'll update it. I
do
can
you think
update it
you
this
will
I
weekend.
think this person's dead.
let me know
David.
it's done so it's where I can
David, don't die.
there is already
David, don't
We'll
die.
test it.
think it can work. That's
I
Yeah, I
think
gotta get
David is.
back on VR chat. It's been too long.
it's growing. But Quest, it's definitely better than on desktop for Altspace. I mean, VRChat
Uh,
is not really good on Quest as a
Oh
standalone
man, look at
device.
you, look
But
at you, beating me
once
with
all
the
right,
people are
horsepower.
so.
plugging it in future,
Look
we
at
see.
you.
But it's I think
Come over here, because they're having a full
pretty
conversation over there.
I'm glad. Welcome.
All right,
Hey,
let
wait,
me
I
know.
didn't even see
I
where
should
you went.
launch next week after
Is that you?
SVR event.
Awesome. I'm gonna try to
Okay.
get it done either tomorrow or
Yo,
I'll get it done
so
this
you
weekend.
know, I had to give the shout outs to
Yeah, I
folks
imagine.
yesterday on the live.
Yeah, I saw that shit. I
Um,
had to
Because I
retweet that
saw
bit.
you.
But I didn't even check.
so
I didn't
yeah,
even see.
I
I
had
haven't
to
even
throw some
seen the
people
live.
out
I ain't
there.
even gonna lie.
Really, anytime to
I didn't
see
even
it,
see the
for
live,
me, it's
bro.
not
I
an
haven't even seen it yet.
portal.
Been
I just don't
Don't
want
worry,
to
bro. I
go
still
inside
had to.
the
I had to
application.
give people the shout outs. Like, yo, there's
What?
people out here doing it. And I
Give me
told
my
you
world ID,
last year. I said this
and
year
then
for black
let's see.
content creators, this
Here,
decade is gonna be our
that's what I
decade.
see because I
It,
came
it
Like,
has to be,
it's
yesterday.
bro.
you doing it.
No, not
Um,
yesterday, but
Zay doing
next
his
week,
like,
and
yo, the way the
you'll see the
universe is
new
smiling on Zay right now,
technology,
bruh.
the new content.
And then
Blessings, bro.
CB out of
And
Detroit, he been on it for a minute. He's definitely worked to build his whole brand and his positioning on stuff. And then Dewan out of I forget if he in North Carolina or South Carolina, but he's
Juwan.
definitely pushing on his Dewan trades.
I have no clue who that is.
I
Where's
can
he at?
introduce y'all. All
Is he?
right.
Did you
Well,
did you link him in that thing?
he
Did you link him in the tweet?
there's a game inside.
nah, cause I don't
Ah.
follow, cause he don't be on Twitter like that. He be more on IG.
Oh, he
Um,
on IGs?
but
Hold on.
yeah,
Is
he on
do you
IG.
follow him?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm about to scroll on my IG right now and try to find him.
I already see things that other people
Dewan trades, and he actually like comes from the banking background. Like he used to work in a bank. I forget which one. So he really focuses more on the trading side of stuff, and he does the same thing that you do in regards to like breaking down what the charts look like and what like certain things are indicators of.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I had to. Well, I didn't put him out in that one. Like I be saying all the time, like I stay away from the financial advice level stuff. I could point you in the direction of people all day who do it, like yourself, like him, like CB and stuff. But it's just not where I look to focus my attention at. So
I completely understand what you mean. I completely understand
bro,
that.
have you? Have you been seeing what Chico's been going on with how he's calling out some of the for-profit companies or
Oh
like
yeah,
personalities in the space with
oh
the
yeah,
whole PP money?
bro. I saw that
Who's he
shit,
called
bro.
out so far?
Huh?
Hodgkins, what you call it from Consensus,
All of them, bro. I
um,
believe it.
and there's a couple of companies that he listed on I think his joint from like 2 or something days ago.
Yeah, bro. I believe. Well,
Um,
he got it off a CoinDesk article, and the CoinDesk article exposed them all out too,
mm-hmm.
bro. I believe it. What are you talking about? The
It's not
pitiful, the pitiful regular people. They gonna get $1,000 each. Yeah, whatever. Cool. But yeah, our rich dudes. Here's this PPP loan, and here's all this money, and you might have to pay it back. We don't know yet. We're gonna figure it out. The people who the
okay.
people who are in the inner circle, they're paying it back. But the rest of you guys, we'll let you know when you feel like paying that back. We'll let you know. Fuck out of here, bro.
I'm gonna throw out some real left field joints to you right now, and I have like no real indicators on this one. but I'm gonna throw it out there, right? So if you listen to X amount of like the economist folks and the market analysis folks, not mainstream folks per se, not no like MSNBC and none of that, but like Danielle DiManero Booth or like what's his name, like Max Kaiser and them.
Yeah.
So you seen the announcement that just came out about Coinbase potentially doing some kind of public offering, right?
Yeah.
Now,
born in hell. Like, come on, Coinbase.
hold on, though. So now, everyone on the economist side is going, the government's going to keep printing to a degree.
They have
And
to.
if you know anything about but if you know about what the numbers look like as far as they're doing it where they're giving out the money at a 0% interest rate, right? To the financial institutions.
They've been doing that for years. But they had to slow down.
Wait, bro.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
I gotta build up to the story, bro.
I just want my chat to know that I'm smart too.
Yes, you are. You definitely are smart, bro. So now, if they get it to where they get to be one of the first like official crypto-based companies that gets the crossover into the quote accepted financial realm, right?
Oh, bro,
they're now a public company.
Go ahead.
You see where I'm going? They become a public company. They are a financial institution. At that being a financial institution, considering how much money they're doing, and also considering how arguably, and again, I don't have necessarily like, oh, look, there's a fact to point to blah, blah, blah. But I'm looking at it going, if this thing would work out, what would be the odds of Coinbase being a public company, quote, that is a financial institution that fits in the category of too big to fail, right? Wait, hold on. I got to try to do this right. Yeah. Too big to fail. And
not the fingers, bro. My dog did the whole fingers. Too big to fail.
Wait, too big to fail, right? And then they start getting that money go brrr. Like you already making how much money off of the public folks? You got the institutional folks working on the back end with you, and you about to get that government money at 0%.
Go burr,
bruh. Super burr. And I thought about this the other day when I heard it, and I was like, wait, so if this really worked out, what is the odds that they would then get to be on that side of it and get the money from all three different directions? I mean, it sounds real far-fetched. I'm not saying it don't.
No. So like, this is my conspiracy theory. I'm gonna let you finish yours. I'm
done.
You're done? Okay, so here's my conspiracy theory.
I'm done.
The Coinbase IPO, and guys, let me hold on. Let me let my chat see my face first. You know what I'm saying? They gotta see my face when I talk about this. My conspiracy theory is that when Coinbase does their direct IPO, because everybody watches Chico, and they try to do their direct IPO, for them to get it the most out of that IPO, they're going to want the price of Bitcoin to be skyrocketing. So instead of, you get what I'm saying? They want it to look like, oh, this Coinbase, like the Bitcoin can't be doing trash while they IPO. Like that doesn't make sense. So they would want the most money possible. That's why instead of an ETF going to be the next top, Coinbase's IPO is going to be the next top. Or if anything, Coinbase will be the cannon that shoots off, and then next thing you know, Kraken's gonna IPO. Next thing you know, all these US based exchanges are gonna IPO. Bro, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Somebody muted me. Somebody muted me.
Okay,
who muted me? Oh,
that was you. Okay,
I didn't mute myself. Somebody muted me.
Bro, if Kraken does that, I would really kind of lose a lot of respect for their founder. Like I understand the whole thing of like running a business and like there's certain like things you got to do as far as like look at what you call it Eric Voorhees did in Shapeshift.
Yeah,
right?
he bent the knee. He bent the knee.
Like there's certain things you have to do as far as like if you want to survive in this ecosystem as far as the jurisdiction goes, right? There's certain things you got to do. Like, I get that part of it. But at the same time, it's just like when you look at it from those of us who are in that first decade and the the culture that was created off of certain core principles. This new decade coming in, bro, I don't think a lot of people give two shits about the core principles because now
Nah,
it's
not at all.
going past the innovator folks. It's going past the pioneer folks. It's going past the people who are out on the outskirts to now this whole thing of pushing to the masses. Like the masses don't care about the core principles. It's just like, yo, a 0 or 1. Does this thing work? Does it do what I need it to do? That's it. And so I get it from the business sense of, well, I need to make profit based on what the mass adoption part of it is, which is basic function, but under the governance of the system that in the beginning, like we were arguing to get away from. I just find it really. I said this to somebody the other day on LinkedIn, and it was basically, if the people who got in, like the OG folks who got in before 2016, had some better indication of like this is where we would be come 2020 for how the companies are moving, for how X amount of the personalities are moving right now. Like, if you pay attention to some of the stuff that's coming out of certain personalities' mouths right now, compared to what they were saying like 3-4 years ago, how many of those folks who got in like 2015, 2014, even like 2011, 2010, like how many of them would still like really look to rock with this thing, as far as based off the principles and like, you know, the that side of it, as opposed to like the quantitative side of just being about the money.
Nah,
you get what
bro.
I'm saying?
It's over, bro. Them core principles is there for a very niche crowd. And now granted, like it really is. It's gonna be for a very niche, very concentrated crowd of people of like, oh, you didn't understand like it's just like how with gamers, like there's a level of gamer like, oh, you don't know how it was at the beginning. Being toxic was the thing. Like you had to be toxic to be a good streamer. That's just how people played it.
Right.
That's just how people are gonna say. And now you try to be toxic, no one's gonna follow you because it's like it's not about being toxic no more. You know what I'm saying? It's about being, you know, for everybody. You know, you can rage a little bit, but you can't be toxic. You know what I'm saying? That's just the same way.
The culture has changed.
Yes, the culture. The culture's gonna change,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
These people, they don't give a fuck about decentralization. They could care less. Could care less, bruh. It's gonna be about, all right, what's gonna make me the most money? Why is it gonna make me the most money? That's why I told you guys, like, have you guys started to see like how I started changing my content? Like I'm slowly but surely.
Bro, I see you.
Bro, I slowly started changing my content and it's been working. That's the sad part. And I'm like, well, fuck it. What you mean? I gotta do what works. And so I can understand them when they say, when they're like, we're gonna IPO because one, it's about this money. Did you know Serena Williams is also invested in Coinbase? Like
But that's okay.
So you already know what it is. They're going to IPO. There's no ins and outs about it. The thing is, what are they going to do to the price of Bitcoin so that their IPO can look more attractive, so they can make the most money for their investors? That's all that they want. That's it. And that's going to be positive for us who are holding and understand that it's going to be another buy the rumor, sell the news. Simple as that. And as much as we want to say that's so wrong, we're already here. It's almost like the Big Short movie. Mm-hmm. We know the banks, and we know what's gonna happen. Are we just as bad as them? No. But we here anyways. so we might as well enjoy it.
All right,
We
so
could really do.
here's the thing I'm gonna say on that one. Interesting little tidbit of how I look at brand positioning, which plays into that whole thing of like how do they work to better position the what is the word, aesthetics, the optics, there we go, the optics of um crypto in order to make the most return for their investors, right?
Yeah.
In my mind, that's one of those, relatively speaking, short-term things. As far as if you're looking at it from the long term, as infrastructure, as changing, having societal impact, that's a short-term thing. Like, you're gonna make money regardless on whatever. And I bring this up because I was just reading something about Craigslist. Take a guess how many employees Craigslist has.
I feel like they only have
Maybe
like
less than
maybe
1,000.
I feel like they only have like maybe 50, bro. Cause they don't need much to run that
Maybe.
site.
Wait, though. How about it is 51?
Wow.
And the dude who started it, he runs it off of this principle. I can't remember the name what the principle is called, but it's a numbers ratio principle about how you can build rapport and relations with people and like maintain sustainable relationships. The point within that is he does not run the company. Actually, he doesn't even run the company. Like, he ended up having his tech person be the CEO, and he just like sits off on the side and does the other stuff.
Nothing.
But they do, bro. But he's like one of the largest philanthropists, bro. Craigslist gets more traffic than Netflix.
Yeah, Craigslist has been around for a while. A minute.
25 years, bro.
A minute,
25
bro.
years. That is some people's lifetime.
Yeah.
Like, but my point in regards to how their particular model works, they do over, I think, 1 billion or something like that, or around 1 billion a year. And he didn't do it from the standpoint of, oh, I have to optimize how much I can flip this down the road. It's 25 years later. You getting more traffic than Netflix? Really? And then they don't even do advertising or marketing.
They don't
Like,
need to.
come,
They don't need to. They like, granted, like, people
Bruh.
know what they, when they go into Craigslist, they know what they're going to Craigslist for. Granted, they got into trouble for the whole, they got in
the
trouble for
personal
that.
ads. They took that whole section down, bro.
They
took
had
that
to.
whole section down, and they still made more money.
Yeah, they had to take that
Like-
whole section down because that's what they're only being known for. And that's when that stuff like that happens. That's why a lot of these
No.
platforms, when stuff like that happens, they just push that to the side and say, now we're gonna shut that down. Girls on Twitch, they started, they boobies started to get a little too loose. Twitch said, hey, tap on the shoulder.
So for Craigslist, though, what it was there was a bill that became law. I forgot what year it was, but that law, they could have did the tech side of it, of like, all right, we'll implement more technical safeguards to not have these kind of postings be done on our platform. They didn't want to do that route. I don't know what the motivation was behind it, but even though it cost them X amount in regards to revenue, they just said, all right, we're just going to scrap the whole thing, close that whole section off, and then you can't do that anymore. And they basically just wiped their hands of having to deal with that law about sex trafficking and that whole realm and prostitution stuff. But again, they still turned around in the long run and made more money. And they kept to, like, all right, we're not going to have the outside money thing like that. We're only going to have the company be this size as far as the employees is concerned, which one of the things that I'm really learning now about like this whole VC entrepreneurship thing is a lot of folks, when you start talking about, oh, I have this startup idea, like within the first 5 questions is, so what's your exit strategy? Everything is about getting up to a certain user base number, and then like, all right, how are you going to cash out on this? as opposed to like, well, what will you do to actually make this a sustainable brand that will have a legacy? Like in the startup space, it seems like no one gives two shits about having a legacy. They're just about flipping stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah. That's
like
how it is now.
it and the more I get exposed to conversations with people on stuff and like that whole thing of looking at it, it's just like, wait, so like what are we really working for? Like, because at the end of the day, you make the dopest tech or you make a brand that's like worth some stuff. At some point, somebody's gonna approach you to be like, yo, here's a check with this many zeros on it. What does it take?
For me
How
to
many
have
zeros
it.
you want on this for me to get that? And then they got a whole different agenda, bro, compared to like, oh, let me further develop this platform. Let me further develop this tech. X amount of times they just gonna take it and put the joint on the shelf because you was competition for what they was trying to do.
Pretty much.
Like
Yeah.
Google's real good for it. Amazon's
Yeah,
good
yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
Google's real for it. Good for the buy company just so that you and then integrate whatever niche technology that they can use off of them. Yep. I heard about
Right.
Google for that shit.
And
I mean, I'm
feel
not gonna
like
lie though, when Google does it, I'm not complaining. In a lot of instances, they make the service even better. It might take some time and they might graveyard a lot of different products, but if you look at where their overall organization now is for music, I hate that it's transferring to YouTube music, but I've seen it coming. But in terms of like
right.
their book, their movies, their YouTube videos, whatever you want to be able to watch, like Google has everything kind of categorized in its own area, and they have a service for everything with so many different features. One of my favorite is that Google Assistant that can just tap into all of the different platforms and just be able to do whatever you want across all of those systems. Read a book to me, play this Stadia game, watch this movie, watch this show. To
No,
me,
I
that's a
get
great
all of that.
infrastructure.
So I get convenience of technological improvement and streamlining processing, right? I get all of that. But in regards to the business sense, you have worked to make a monopoly. So when you read their TOS, they can change any and everything they want when they want if it suits their bottom line. Now you have committed X amount of your activities and resource to be dependent on their ecosystem. When they decide to change something, what do you do as an alternative? You don't have an option because once you get, let's say, even past 50% of, you use a Google Calendar, you use Maps, you use Google Docs, you use the share drive. Those four things alone, and that's not even a quarter of all of the stuff they offer now. What do you do when it's like, hey, guess what? Imagine if in 2 years if Google said in 2 years we're gonna start charging. Like right now, there's the business side Google account that you can get, which gets you the whole Google Drive and all that fun stuff. But right now, as a general everyday user, you have access to basically the Google version of Microsoft for free, right? But imagine if they said, guess what? We're going to start charging in 3 years. How many people would stay committed to it because how much of their working livelihood, their free time stuff is based on something Google related. So if they decide to say, all right, well, we're gonna make it like $200 a year, what's your option? Where do you go? As to say, I'm not gonna pay that, but you still want X amount of inconveniences, which you don't get, right?
And that's up to you to be able to leverage the cost of being able to replicate and build what they have without needing to pay their monthly price. If it makes more money for you to be able to build it yourself, build it yourself. But if it's cost efficient to work through them because, well, that's where it's going to operate and they don't have to worry about, having that less convenience as Google, why not utilize and pay for the services that they offer?
Because you can
Oh wait,
potentially end up
hold
in
on.
being price gouged.
Before you
Yo,
do that, let me go ahead and end the stream right there because we hit the time. I want to say thank you to bro right here, Jerome. Hey, hold on, we're gonna striping Vipers in real quick. Striking Vipers. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Right. Striking Vipers. But yeah, appreciate you. I'm not going anywhere, guys, but appreciate your stream. Good lookings out. Take it easy. Bet. Hey, with the hearts. Hey, Millie Rock, real quick. Millie Rock. Hey, hold up, bro. I know you know how to Millie Rock. Hey, Millie Rock for the boys.
Nah, man.
Oh, they
I
can't
need
even see.
elbows.
They can't even see your face. Ah, they soft under Millie Rock. But check me out next time. Take it easy. Peace.
All right.
And we're gonna end the stream there. End that.